Okay, today we are looking at Combiner Wars protectobot Groove. Now, I haven't been exactly all that excited for this guy. I see from some of the other web pages out there dealing with Transformers like Cybertron.com and TFW2005.com that there's actually a deluxe Groove coming out, possibly only for Takara, which means not in the States, but you could order it through, Big Bad Toy Store or something else. However, and he looks pretty good. But what we have right now is we have this smaller little Legends class Groove. And today we are going to be in the Ark and take a look at him and see what he looks like. So looking at the normal packaging, you can see it again, it has the black and the red, which is pretty consistent with all the combiners. It has kind of a darker look, like a lot of them do with this Combiner Wars series, because this is supposedly more for collectors, than just for little kids. Although this guy is easily transformable, a little child would not have any problem with this. So you see some nice little artwork here on the top. Groove looks pretty good there. And I will say, when I first saw this picture of him, where you see here, he looks so lanky and so ugly. He doesn't look that bad out of the package, let me just say. I looked at this and I was like, wow, that is horrible. That is nothing I want to even look at. But he looks better than that outside the package. And you can see for the motorcycle looks pretty good as well. But what is interesting is when I transform him, there are two different models shown right here. This is exactly the same as my model. You'll see that this little peg is here, and that means that this little kickstand is hidden back on this side. However, when you transform him, this kickstand is on the other side per this guy, and this hole is now a peg per this guy. So where you see this peg here, there's a corresponding hole on the other side, and that's when you're going to put him onto Defensor. But it's just kind of interesting. These are two different models here. This is switched about in the two models. So anyway, let's get into it and let's take a look at him. All right, so we open it up. I've already cut the package open, put him off to this side. Again, you have your normal little you have your little insert there that shows you how to transform. But come on, he's 6 steps. You should be able to figure this out on your own. So let's set that off to the side. And then we have not only him, but we also have his little card, which is the exact same artwork as the front of the package. Again, my beef with these cards is why not put their specs and their bios on the back? It's just a piece of crappy transformer looking monochrome or dichrome, if you're going to count the white, coloring on the back. Pretty much a waste of my time. I like the cards. Put the stuff on the back. Come on, is that too much to ask? Okay, enough of that. So let's look at Groove. So pull him out of the package and he is already transformed into the protectobot that you expect him to be. Now, as you can see here, the legs, yes, they're a little lanky, but the top part of him actually looks pretty good. He's got some pretty good definition. So if we bring him up here close, you can see that he has a silver gold face with a silver visor. He's got a really tiny little paint app right here. If you can see that, a little tiny paint app that shows that he's an Autobot. Gold painted windshield. Again, he's got some nice paint apps along here. Another Autobot symbol. Same thing on the other side. And if you go to the back, you have the made in China by Hasbro. Actually, sorry, this one's made in Vietnam. See, Vietnam right there. What do you know? I heard China's been getting a little more expensive. All right, so what can this guy do? Well, his head barely turns. You can move it just a smidge. I'm not even sure if that's even supposed to turn. That might just be from where they put it in, and it's just, because there's a seam in the plastic right here, and that could just be from that. So his head, really no movement. Arms move fantastic. Now these don't necessarily stick in the best, so you just have to hold it in. But he's got a ball joint up on his shoulder, so his shoulder can move anywhere around. You see I'm holding this part in with my finger. Sorry, I play guitar. This one, his elbow, again, it's on another ball joint, so that can go anywhere around. Legs. This guy is ball joints city, and when you put him together in the motorcycle form, you'll realize that there might be a few little issues because of all these ball joints, similar to what you see with Oops, hang on. Similar, not Warpath, can't remember his name. Power Glide. Similar to Power Glide in the background. A little too much ball joint action, so there's a little bit of issue with that sometimes. All right, so now let's see. All right, so back to the legs. So the legs are actually pretty good. You have a ball joint here at the top. You actually have this little rotator right here. So not only can it move out, but he can rotate. You can see swivel right there. Movement at the knee, if you want to call this a knee. I mean, that's the knee's kind of like down here. It's hard to say. This is the longest section of a leg after the knee that I have ever seen. And then obviously he has full ankle movement here, but it cannot go backwards. See, it can only go front, and that's just because of the transformation. So realistically, this guy can, let's get a look at him standing. This guy can actually move around quite a lot. He has a lot of posability in him. So you can pretty much move him in any way that you want. Again, the holes in his hands are drilled for the right size that he can hold any weapons. We hold one of these from Combiner Wars. He easily picks it up. I think that just kind of like a white blur right now. Okay, so let's see the transformation. Transformation, 6 steps, not that difficult. Step 1, visor, all the way back. This part right here, this is probably the most difficult part of the transformation. You can see it all clips together, but what you really want to look at is you want to look at these wheels. So you see right here that there are these tiny little pieces right here, and then a bigger piece. Same thing on this one, but what you want to do is you want to put one of the bigger pieces, one of the bigger tabs, in between the tiny pieces. So you can see right here, see that right there? So you get that there, and then you squeeze. There you go. And now you have a full tire. So go ahead and you can pop this all together. Can pop this piece together, and then that moves up. Okay. So now you have the bulk of the motorcycle radio. Now you take this entire his waist, which does not swivel, pull it up. Okay. See, it was down here. I pulled it up. And then these shoulder pieces that don't really stay in position, they're back here like this normally. Now you can see that there's a little hinge. Same one. Pull it back in, push it. And this does not really do. See, there's nothing for them to really tab into. They just kind of sit there and they just kind of move around. But what's going to really tie this whole thing in is now you're going to bring this here and you can see this hand goes right there in that little groove. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so as I was mentioning with the package before, let me bring this over here. Not that it really matters, just kind of a little thing on their part. See, kickstand is on the back. You can see the kickstand here, even though I have them set up the right way. And here you have the hole, whereas you have this here. So the mold is actually reversed. Anyway, not that any matters, just kind of interesting. Okay, so what do we have in the motorcycle form? Well, first of all, wheels. Spins great. Spins great. You can hear both of them. It works really well. It's a really nice, compact motorcycle look. It looks really, really good. And there's nothing else I can say. It is a sharp looking motorcycle. The only thing you might want to say there's a little dandy is you can see these 2 little ball joints right there. But, whatever. It is a Legends class figure. Okay? So, that's pretty much it. He sits, and he rolls quite well. And it's only been 9 minutes. Let's go ahead and I'll show you how to transform back just because it's pretty easy. Okay. Transforming back, piece of cake. Oh, let's see. First of all, again, you see the back here. You see some nice sculpting right here. Kind of looks like a tread right there. You have the kickstand. You have the 2 feet stands right here. Again, you have the handlebars, and then you have a pretty nice looking seat sitting right there. You know, there's obviously a little gap here, but again, it's a Legends class figure. But it's actually a pretty good motorcycle. I'm a big fan. All right, so let's transform back. Really easy. Pull out the arms, pull out this. If you want to, go ahead and do this right now while you're at it. Move these swivels back, and you can pull this down. Again, with his waist, move that all the way back. Okay, so you can see we've already done his top half. All you need to do first, bottom half, pull the feet down. Oops. Spread the legs. That's it. It's as simple as that. So now if we want to do some comparison shots, zoom out. All right, we'll see him next to Teletran 1 with Power Glide. See, pretty much the same size, and they look pretty good together. Definitely love Power Glide way more than this guy. First of all, Power Glide's like 10 steps to do the transformation, whereas Groove is not 6 even on a good day. I mean, I think they're kind of liberal with some of their opinions on 6 changing steps. Anyway, so that's them, and then if you want to compare them to Superion, which is much, much more massive, here we have Superion with all of them. So you can see Groove actually looks pretty tiny next to Superion, which is pretty cool. However, as mentioned before, I'm really looking towards the real Groove that's going to be a deluxe class and not this legend size. And I'm not a big fan of ordering a lot of them from overseas. I pretty much stick with Hasbro. But since Hasbro so far has not said they're going to get them, I will be ordering him overseas. So that is my little show about Groove. Please click on subscribe. They're getting new Transformers videos every few days. That's pretty much all you're going to get from me. Please, on this bottom right down here, click like on this. That would be very appreciated. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.